Hello, YouTubers. Just had an inguinal hernia surgery, and I wanted to share with you guys basically some of the effects of the first 48 hours, what it was like, the experience. It was painful, very painful. Um, I've got a high tolerance for pain, but coming out of the anesthesia, I think they may have miscalculated my anesthesia amount, and I ended up having a really bad half an hour of recovery in the recovery room. My pain level skyrocketed extremely high, extremely fast. And I don't think that's a normal experience, but nonetheless, that was my experience. So I had to get 3 additional shots of um, Vicodin, I think, at the time. And it it worked. The first couple of minutes of me coming out, I figured, okay, um, it'll be a normal recovery. Like after my tonsillectomy, the surgery was over. I was in the recovery room just sitting there. But in this case now, as I was sitting there, the pain level skyrocketed so fast. So I started to shake and told, the lady who was there, the nurse, that, hey, things don't feel well. I basically feel very much extreme pain. So they gave me the first additional shot of, I think it was Vicodin. So anyway, that did not help. My situation escalated really fast, and the pain kept increasing to the point where I was tapping out with my right hand and tapping out with my left foot at the same time. Uh, I have actually lived through 2 fractured ribs before. I worked my way through it. You could not inhale, you could not laugh, you couldn't make any sudden twists or moves. And this was worse than that at this point. So I was sitting there, shaking, tapping. I received a second dose of, I think it was Vicodin again. That, you know, did not help much again. So they went to the third shot, but this time they gave it directly at my port on my hand. So I think the first 1 or 2 shots were in the IV bag, so it will drip into my system, but they did not work too fast. So the third shot I was given, you know, came directly into my port, and I felt it and it worked, but it was the worst feeling I've ever had to endure. Pain wise, it was very extreme. So hopefully you don't experience that. Now this is the first 48 hours after my surgery. So I'm home recovering. I've got a pillow behind my back so I can sit up straight. In the first 24 hours, I was actually doing a lot of lying down or reclining, which is more normal after surgery of this type. But the situation that creates is that you develop gas in your stomach from lack of eating, reclining all the time. And then, when you eat and drink, if your body's not accustomed to being in that position for an extreme length of time, like it was, for the first 24 hours, you develop gas, and it's not pleasant. If you burp, which is the last thing you want to do, sneeze, cough, yeah, it was not pleasant. It was painful, but it was okay. You'll work your way through it. You definitely will need a care provider, because getting up, reclining, sitting down, you cannot avoid doing those things. And throughout your recovery, you will need to do just that. So you will definitely need to have somebody there to watch you and assist you in the recovery. Sleeping was not comfortable. But when you get so exhausted, your body just crashes, and that helps. I'm taking oxycodone with acetaminophen. It works. It really works very well. Um, as far as getting up and laying down and so forth, you definitely need someone to assist you, to help you recline, help you get up, help you sit, help you lay down. You definitely will need to have a care provider or someone to assist you in the first couple of hours. So if you're doing it on your own, think twice about it. Think twice about not being alone after your surgery. It'd be best to have a friend come over and assist you, or someone, a loved one, to be there to help you out. Now, at my first 48 hours, I feel a lot better today. I can get up and walk around a lot more. I've been trying to do it a little bit at a time, but I have not vomited today, which I vomited in the first 12 hours. I vomited a good bit because I overhydrated before the surgery. And then when I got home, I was trying to continue the hydration because I was not eating as much. But because I was lying down so much or reclined so much, when I stood up, it was disorienting and painful. So that caused vomiting. So that's something you're going to have to watch out for as you recover. The next thing you'll need to do, like I said, is have someone to assist you as you get up and recline. Get into bed, get out of bed, use the bathroom. These are functions you cannot avoid, as you know. And it's going to be challenging. So definitely have somebody there to assist you. If you don't, be very cautious. Try to avoid sneezing. Try to avoid coughing. As you can assume, the hernia, the inguinal hernia, to me is the easier of the ones that I've read so far. But nonetheless, a couple of times I sneezed inadvertently. I coughed unexpectedly, and it was painful. As they say, it's like being punched in the gut. So that took, a bit out of me. But just take it one step at a time. Have someone there to assist you, and try to get up and move as much as possible on the second day. It would alleviate the gas buildup in your stomach. It would help you digest your food better, help you process whatever you drink and so forth. And just go easy on your intake of food. You're not going to have much of an appetite, especially with oxy. Oxy makes you constipated. It makes you want to vomit and so forth in the first couple of days. So that was hard for me. But now that I've got into it, it's gotten a little bit easier. So now at my first 48 hours, I'm feeling a lot better. I'm up and walking around as much as possible, and I'm just trying to take things easy. I'm trying not to recline as much. I'm staying seated. As you can see, I've got a long cushion behind me, which is from one of my love seats. I've just actually used it as a cushion to help me sit up straight more, help me ease in and out of the chair by myself. And that's made it a lot easier. So, remember, it's going to be painful for the first couple of hours, first couple of days, but it's getting better. Stick to your medicine timetable. With me, with the oxy, it's every 6 hours. I'm taking, my oxycodone, and it definitely works. I've not had much pain otherwise associated with it. Eating and so forth is a bit of a challenge. My appetite is opening up a little bit more today, but it will get better as you go along. But you definitely need that care provider, someone to assist you. Try not to go at it alone. I would not suggest it. Reclining and trying to stand up is painful. Sitting and trying to stand up is painful. And then when you stand up for the first couple of seconds, you feel unsteady. So definitely have a friend or a loved one there to assist you, and don't be ashamed.